After months and months of chasing, it's finally happening. Welcome aboard. There's no carpet. Wait, what ship is this? Odyssey of the Seas. Okay, there we go. Finally. Hello, Princess. Welcome aboard Odyssey of the Seas. It has been actually kind of chill getting here. I was unusually prepared, and there was no traffic, and boarding was a bit slower than I'm used to for Royal, which kind of threw me off. But it wasn't that bad. Maybe it's because of, wait, what was it? Oh, right. The people in front of me, they were traveling without passports, so I guess it's a much more complicated process to check in. Either way, we're here. Finally. I said that 3 times, haven't I? Because this is one of those ships I have been chasing for quite a while. And, well, before she escapes to Europe, well, we had to take a ride. Here we are. I'm going to stop rambling because I am hungry, and it is, well, you know what it's time for. God, that's such a bad example I'm setting. And once again, we have cookies. Okay, there's a chocolate chip, a snickerdoodle that's upside down, it looks, and there was an oatmeal, which I ate. Okay, maybe this is the new thing. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that there's still luggage, There's already luggage, and we're near sailing time, so good on the crew of Odyssey of the Seas. They call this the Royal Esplanade, after Wonder Woman of the Seas. I will call this intimate. It's not as grand, but I guess it does the job. The boarding day chaos continues. This is pulled lamb, baba ganoush, tzatziki, a falafel, chicken, and hummus because, well, yeah, I need a snack before I decide what I'm actually going to eat. So this is it. And that is a double mojito. It is definitely a double. We'll talk about that later. And this is an orange key lime mousse. Did I have this before? I think so. No, it was different. It wasn't orange key lime. It was key lime something else. Is that Jello? That was all pretty good, and not just because I was very hungry. It legitimately was good. Okay, I'm gonna go check and see if my luggage is there because they were delivering it quite quickly, and then I'm going to actually explore the ship a little bit. I have not been on this class of ship in a long time. Technically, not this class of ship. I'll talk about that later. So, gotta make the most of my first day since I am not late like I was last time. Oh boy. Do feel a lot better about that. This is why we don't like self-service in the buffet, okay? And tonight's theme night here in the Windjammer is China. So I will come and take a look at the spread, but I'm also going to go downstairs and take a look at the dining room menu because I'm not banning myself, self-banning, from the dining room on this cruise. Let's go, no, luggage, then dining room, then, okay, I'm getting confused, so I'm going to leave now. Congratulations, guests, on this sailing. All aboard was about 3:30. It is just after 4, and apparently everyone has completed the muster drill because they're breaking down all the stations, and Captain just gave the announcement that we are ready to go. It'll still be maybe 45 minutes or so, but they did not have to, I don't know, there weren't that many nagging school marm announcements for people to do it, so I guess there's something easier about this ship. I don't know, but okay, congratulations. We'll talk about that later, too. We're going to talk about a lot of things later. But right now, I'm going to go check on my luggage again, and then a few more places to explore. No plan. I'm surprised I have to ask this, but is there a sky pad on Wonder of the Seas? Because I don't remember it. If not, and I don't think so, this is the first time I've seen this. Pretty interesting. You can do it VR or not. Maybe on a, I don't know, on a port day? So no, Wonder of the Seas does not have the giant bouncy castle. I will go and check it out. You can just sort of bounce up and down on the trampoline for a little bit. Could be worth a try. I will have to find out what the capacity is like, although I was able to make a reservation for the little arm thing. What do they call that? I will tell you in a moment. No problem, plenty of times available, unlike my first experience on Anthem of the Seas when totally booked out. But it was only a 2-day cruise, so yeah, kind of expected. Oh, and there were no port days. Maybe that was the problem. It's called the North Star. I knew that. I did, I swear. Heading forward for the view. When I sailed on Anthem, this must have been 5 to 6 years ago, it was out of New York, and I guess it was still winter because all along here was covered in ice. Yes, ice on a cruise ship. First time I had experienced something like that, and not something you would expect. Certainly not here in Across from us here in Port Everglades is Enchanted Princess, trying to decide which line I'm going to try next. Which line I'm going to try next. My next cruise will be with a previous line, or one I've sailed with before, but time to branch out. Maybe Princess, maybe Celebrity. Tough choice. I can tell you, my next new cruise line will not be either of those. It's going to be interesting. If we ever get to sail, yes, it's turning out to be one of those situations again. Oh boy, we won't talk about that. Definitely not, until it actually happens. Well, you can't really see it from here. Well, definitely not from here, and definitely not from here, but right on time, Odyssey of the Seas is sailing. So, that means everyone, well, obviously everyone's on board. I hope everyone made it on board and didn't almost end up like me last time. But, okay, tomorrow, Coco Key, so I don't know what I'm going to do there. Maybe just another beach day, although I just did my beach day for the year. Very confusing. But I do know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to maybe head to Bolero's, head topside, and, well, I don't know, say goodbye to Fort Lauderdale for the next 8-9 days. I just went to the demonstration in the casino for craps. A interesting game. Might try and learn how to play it, although I don't really want to. A bit more complicated, it seems, than roulette, which is actually pretty simple once you learn the basic rules. If I was going to play a table game, that would probably be it. Although, well, I suppose blackjack would probably be the simplest. Either way, it is almost time for a trivia game. I think I'm going to go and check it out. It's movie quotes. I don't know. And then my time dining does not start until 6:45, which is after the early seating. So, I don't know, maybe I can sneak in early. I know what I'm going to get, and a bit of a competition that's going to be happening. Be interesting to see who wins, the free one or the not free one. We'll see, and well, stay tuned and you'll find out. Saying goodbye to the beach's skyline, we are very, very slowly steaming. We don't have far to go. Coco Key tomorrow. There's, I think, Celebrity Reflection off in the distance. We'll be arriving at 7 a.m., at least according to Captain. He seems pretty ambitious, so we will have a full day at Coco Key. And I don't want to say that's a complicating factor, but I don't know, I've kind of run out of things to do there. So I'm in a dead time right now. Got about 15 minutes until they're giving away free jewelry. It looks like some Royal Caribbean trinket. Then dinner. It's finally dinner time, and we are in the main dining room. Glad to be back. I went to see what the free charm bracelet looked like. It's way too blingy. It's like silver and shiny, so nothing I would ever wear. And I think you actually had to buy something to get the free bracelet. I don't know. I just saw the bracelet, didn't want it, so I left. And yeah, we'll talk about the mugs too later. My God, there's going to be like a list 20 pages long. Either way, it is about 6:45 and I am very hungry. I do know what I'm going to order, so this should progress rather quickly, and you will see why there will be a little bit of competition between the dining room here on Odyssey of the Seas and something I had on Wonder that did not go so well. But that's going to be third course at least. Oh, and yeah, I don't know why people ever get aft staterooms, because I can feel the I can I can feel the machinery. It's very annoying. This is the Maryland style crab cake. I think I've had this before. It is sautéed until golden brown with creamy Old Bay sauce. Okay, not had Old Bay sauce. And tomato cucumber salad. Oh boy. The Maryland style crab cakes were nice and crabby. A nice change of pace. I think I've had them on Royal before, but I don't remember them. But these were really good. You know what? I will say, I have had them before, but I have not had this style, not with the Old Bay. So that definitely enhanced the dish. So very good, worth the order. So, well, I won't be having them again, unfortunately, but I am glad I got them, and I will get them again if I remember, but I probably won't. So, here we have the wild mushroom soup, a rich blend of wild mushrooms, hope so, with cream, finished with chives and white truffle oil. Alright, and they're on a roll. The wild mushroom soup was delicious. It was nice and creamy, although it was finished with cream, so it is not a cream of mushroom soup. Did notice that, but it still worked very, very good. I will be comparing this to another mushroom soup that I already have planned for later in the cruise, so a bit of internal, I don't know, drama going on. We'll see which one is better, the one that's here, complimentary in the dining room, or the one I'm paying for. And it is on. This is the Southern Fried Chicken. It is seasoned and breaded chicken with buttery mashed potatoes, flavorful, I would hope so, gravy, and corn on the cob. Yes, the Southern Fried Chicken is why I'm here in the dining room today. Well, there is another reason, and you'll see that maybe next, but I definitely had to try this because I really want to see how, well, basically dining room fried chicken here on Odyssey of the Seas compares to the fried chicken I got at the Mason Jar on Wonder of the Seas, which, as you remember, was not good at all. I don't know. You know what? I don't even want to call it a competition because so long as this is edible, it will probably be better. I finished it. That should say a lot. Yes, this was better than what I had at Mason Jar. The chicken was just a better quality product, so that took it a long way. And it was better because I think, weird way to say it, but this recipe was simpler, or it didn't try to be too much, which meant it was a lot easier to successfully execute. I think Mason Jar was trying to be a bit too pretentious with their Southern Fried Chicken, and it failed kind of, well, pitifully. So, yeah, if they had actually served this, it would have, well, yeah, clearly it would have been better because I did like this better. It was, mind you, seasoned as timidly as Royal Caribbean dining room food usually is, but it still worked out pretty well. So I'm sure over at Mason Jar they'll get it together eventually. I hope. Maybe by the time I'm back, which will be probably quite a while. But yeah, so far, dining room Southern Fried Chicken on Odyssey of the Seas does beat the fancy new restaurant on Wonder of the Seas. Well, Mima, sorry, Papa, well, found a new bride. And closing out the evening here in the dining room is key lime pie. Tangy, key lime crusted in a brown butter, wait for it, graham cracker crust. Okay, apparently someone at Royal finally got a clue that key lime pie is on graham cracker crust, not a pastry crust. Okay, no more torts or anything weird like that. Finally, I get actual key lime pie. The key lime pie was pretty good for the dining room. The graham cracker crust really elevated it. The topping, though, was just whipped cream, so, I don't know, instead of meringue, so it turned out to be just a good key lime pie. One I'm happy I ordered, so Royal, good on you. Getting close, you're getting really close, but we'll actually be trying another key lime pie later in the week, and that I expect will be much, much better. At least it better be. Anyway, Captain just announced that we are heading back to Fort Lauderdale, so a passenger can get a higher level of care that is available on the ship. You can tell by looking out the window we are moving much faster than before. Should not affect our arrival at Coco Key. It's not really that important. Anyway, weren't really that far out, so I think some of the people in the casino are going to be a bit disappointed because they're probably closing down soon. But, no, they do what they have to do, and that's okay. Alright, I'm going to head over to 270 now for the 270 experience. That's all it is, and should be a pretty good show. I remember one of the highlights of my trip on Anthem was the 270 show, although it was Spectra's Magic. No, not Spectra Magic, that's Disneyland. Spectra's Cabaret. Yes, that's what it was. Fantastic show. So, I think this one might be a little bit better. Probably more techno whiz-bang, but I don't know. Spectra was pretty good. They're going to have a tough time beating her. I made it to 270 with plenty of time to spare. Got a pretty good seat, too. There's several groups around, and they pulled all the surrounding seats, leaving just this one right by the aisle, and just, 3 rows up from the stage. So, all right, well, got a great view. I hope the show's good. The 270 experience literally was just a 270 experience. It was all about 270 and the tech and how much it cost. Kind of cool, but not what I expected. Did make reservations though for some other shows, real shows that are in there. So I have to go and grab the battery pack because I forgot to do it for dinner. Then I know a couple things going on. I think it's going to be an early night just because the ship is going to quiet down. We are coming alongside. We're just coming alongside back in Fort Lauderdale now, so probably only be here for, I don't know, an hour or so, then back underway to Coco Key. Yes, the ship is alongside, EMS is here, and the guests will be taken care of. It is cold outside, colder than one would expect for this time of year. That's, I don't have any winter clothes, so I'm just gonna stay inside. Okay, back to the original plan, which wasn't really planned, just getting battery. It is 10:30, and I am tired, so it is time to retire, but not before Sorrentos, of course. Oh boy, yeah. Right after this, though, it is Betty by time. That was a tasty nightcap. I am leaving the Royal Promenade. I am off to Betty by for the evening because it is it's not that late, but I cannot carry on. So no more fun for me. But it's okay. Gotta rest. That is why I am so very thankful for my problems.